or welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sean. I'm back for another video. In this video today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a letter that was sent to me from one of you. Before I get into all of that, if you're brand new to my channel and you like lifestyle, relationship advice videos, dating videos, you'll definitely enjoy your time here, so go ahead and subscribe and become part of the notification gang by clicking that little bell which is right next to the subscribe button. That way you'll never miss a video from your girl. And in case you're new, you don't know it, I'm a 3-time Amazon.com best-selling author. I've written 3 books. The first one's called The Dating Game, How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right. My second book, Breaking the Band Code, The Key to Unlocking His Heart. And my third book, Getting Unstuck, How to Create the Life You've Always Wanted to Live. All 3 of my books are available on Amazon, Kindle, BarnesandNoble.com. I will link them all below. And if you want the opportunity to work with me as your personal life and dating coach one-on-one, send me an email at itscoachshawn@gmail.com. That's itscoachshawn, SHAWN, @gmail.com. Alright, so now without any further ado, let's get started with today's video. Let's go get 'em. I am a 25-year-old woman, college educated and working a job that I love in my field, but I have a dilemma. I'm currently dating a man who is 29 years old with a good job and looking to go back to school for his master's degree. He's almost everything I've ever wanted: intelligent, Christian, hardworking, and caring. Of course he has to roast me from time to time. What do you mean, of course? I don't know about that. Anyway, but he has an ex-wife and 3 kids with her. Yes, 3 kids at 29. They got married when they were 19. He and his ex are divorced after she was unfaithful while he was deployed in both Iraq and Afghanistan. They tried to work it out by going to counseling and even having the 3rd kid, but nothing worked. It's been 3 years since they've been divorced, and I've been dating him for about a year now. I know you always say to make a list of negotiable and non-negotiable, and I never even considered dating a man with kids until he showed up. And now I've been with him for almost a year. My family and friends like him, but they also have their feeling about his ex-wife and kids and me being involved with something like that. I haven't met the kids or the ex as of yet. We're planning to do that at the end of the year, but they all know about me. He's talking about our future together, vacations, and whenever we're both done with grad school, which neither of us have even started yet, getting married and all kinds of stuff. I love him, and I don't know if I should listen to my friends and family whose only concern about him is that he has kids, not that he's a terrible guy, or go with my feeling about him and look forward to the future with him. I've definitely prayed about the situation, and usually when I ask God to kick a guy out of my life if he's no good for me, something crazy happens between the guy and I within a week or so. Your insight to my dilemma will be greatly appreciated. Love you so much and your content. I've been exactly where you are at one point in my life, and I'm sure a lot of the ladies who are watching this video have been as well. When you get to the point where there's this guy and the timing seems right and he seems really nice and all of that, you know there's something off about it. You're not fully into it, but you're afraid to give it up. You're afraid to give it up because you're like, what if nobody else comes along? What if this is my last chance? You have all of these doubts that flood your mind. What if you know, he's the last guy that wants to marry me? Or what if there's not another guy for another 5-10 years? You have all these doubts, and it makes you hold on way too tight and way too long to the wrong guy. True faith in God when you're dating is being able to let go of good so you can make room for better. Make room for God's best. You knew this man was not all that you wanted. You're settling. You've been settling, and you would continue to settle. And especially with the idea of you having all these feelings now and him talking about marriage in the future. You guys haven't even started grad school, and he's talking about after grad school, which is years from now, he's going to marry you. So you're going to stay in this situation that you're already feeling uncomfortable with for years? Even years from now, if and when he decides to marry you, he's still going to have an ex-wife. He's still going to have 3 kids. Nothing's going to change. So if it doesn't feel right now, why stay? The longer you stay, the more involved you're going to be, and the harder it's going to be for you to end it. But it's not fair to either of you. It's not fair to him that he's not all that you want, and you still feel like every time you look at him like he's most of it, but he's not all of it. And I feel like, you know, it's not fair to yourself because you don't even know who you could be missing out on because you're in this situation because you're afraid to let it go. I want you to realize that nothing that God ever gives you feels like you're settling. It's always going to feel like way more than you ever could have asked for in every area, whether it's the house, the job, the mate. God does not do things on a whim. He's not like, oh my gosh, what is today? Oh, November 2nd?
Oh my goodness, I gotta find a man for Tasha.
Let me just eeny, meeny, miny, moe this guy right here. No. One of the many things that I love about God is I feel like he always under promises and over delivers. Anything that he's ever given me has always been exceedingly, abundantly, above all I could ever ask or think in every area. But even when it comes to a partner, God gave me more than I could have even asked for. That's why I'm so grateful that I didn't pick somebody for myself. That I let God do it, because God knows what I would need in the future, what I would need 5 years from now. There are things that about my husband that I would have never thought to ask for 15 years ago when we first got together. I never knew that I'd be in Paris on my own women's retreat and my husband would be home with the girls. I would have never asked that my husband would be okay with things like that he'd be okay with designing my book cover and editing my books or formatting my books for me. Like, I never knew that I would need such a support. That's the beauty of letting God pick your mate and you not doing it, because God knows who you'll be. You have to remember, he's omniscient, all-knowing, all-seeing. He knows what you will become. That's why you don't want to pick someone. You're picking somebody for your now, as opposed to letting God pick somebody for who you will be ultimately. I feel like the mate that you have should fit like a puzzle. And right now I feel like you're trying to force it in, and it's because you're scared. You're scared to give up good, but by doing that, you're not giving room for better. You're 25 years old. He's got a lot that comes along with him. Yes, he's a nice guy. But but being a stepmom at 25 is a lot. You didn't want one kid and this man has 3. I definitely feel like you should pray and ask God to make it clear what he would have you to do. But I also feel like you have to realize that God would never give you anything that feels like settling. If it's a gift from God, it shouldn't feel like just good enough. That's not how God works. How do you know that he's from God? Just because you normally pray and get an answer in a week and you haven't, doesn't mean that God stopped hearing your prayer, that God's not listening. It doesn't mean any of those things. Maybe God is having you wait a little bit longer to see how bad you really want the answer from him. Sometimes you have to pray without ceasing. God don't care about your usual 1 week timetable. He's going to take as long as he needs. I feel like you should take your time before going any further and wait and see what the Lord would have you to do. But the longer you stay in this relationship, the harder it's going to be to end it if that's what you ultimately decide to do. This man is talking about years in the future we're going to be married. He's trying to lock you down for years and you're already feeling some kind of way? You're going into the relationship settling from the very start. He's always going to have an ex-wife. He's always going to have 3 kids. Those things are never going to change. If it's bothering you now, it won't get better in the future. So why are you forcing yourself to be okay with something that you know you're not okay with? And take your time with this man. He's already trying to monopolize your future, talking about, y'all haven't even started grad school, and he's talking about after grad school we're going to get married. You're going to put your life on hold, put the idea of you having your own children on hold for him. See, he already has his children. He already's been through the whole marriage thing. He's going to make you wait as long as he wants to wait. He's already putting all that off. Is that what you want to do? A lot of this seems like him being in control of it and you doing a lot of settling, a lot of taking whatever it is that he's giving you. He's in no rush to have children because he already has 3. Do you even know if he wants more? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot that you're just going with the motions. You're not stopping and taking your time and being like, wait, what do I want? I need you to slow down and ask yourself, what do you want? And make sure that you guys are even on the same page. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I love you guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Be sure to thumbs up if you did. If you want to hear more of my thoughts on life and love, consider purchasing one of my books. I've written 3. The first one's called The Dating Game: How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right. My second book, Breaking the Man Code: The Key to Unlocking His Heart. And my third book, Getting Unstuck: How to Create the Life You've Always Wanted to Live. All 3 of them are available on Amazon, Kindle, BarnesandNoble.com. I'm an Amazon.com best-selling author thanks to you guys and all of your support. If you want to work with me one-on-one as your personal life and dating coach, send me an email at itscoachshawn@gmail.com. That's itscoachshawn, SHAWN, @gmail.com. I put out a brand new video every single Wednesday like clockwork, so you definitely want to come back every single week for a brand new video. Every now and then I'll sprinkle in some other videos, but like clockwork, it should be every Wednesday, alright? I love you guys. I'll see you all in the next video. Till next time, later divas and dudes. Deuces, honey.